Hey everybody, it is September 23rd, 2018, 1:50 p.m. in the afternoon on a Sunday. This is your Saturday cartoon, but I waited a day to post, to make the video. And I told you guys that I would start the comments, or shout outs with the comments on the video before the last video. This is 234, but we're going back to 232, and I think was just one that we missed, and that was for Ariel, and who commented that people who comment on Clay's videos also get flack, aggravation, picked on, and 0 money or something? And 0 per 100 comments? Okay, wait. Yeah, and I told her that was pretty much true. I may pick on you on occasion. So, alright, I'm going to go back to 233, there's some comments there. We'll get to those in a second. I think we'll have time. I felt kind of bad about doing this subject again, but I also didn't feel bad. I felt like I needed to do it. I've done this subject 3 times this week on Kavanaugh, and this but Donald Trump tweeted out this thing about, oh, how come she didn't go to college back 31 years ago, and they found a report to find out the date, and then he later said that, like when it happened in the 80s, that she should have called the FBI. Like, you don't do that, you know. He was called the local authorities, but anyway. And then, but people keep asking that question: how come she didn't report it? How come she didn't report it? How come she didn't report it? The answer is in your question. The fact that you're asking that question says that you got this doubt, and you're not willing to believe her, and you're throwing up excuses to keep you from believing her. And then Mitch McConnell, he was speaking to this this annual Association of Conservative Assholes, and he said, well, we're promise you that we will confirm Brett Kavanaugh. He'll be on the Supreme Court. And, which basically says it doesn't matter what the accuser, Ms. Brasley Ford, says. They're just going to ignore it, and they're going to confirm this guy. And the thing is, they won't let there be any witnesses. They will not allow there to be investigation. They keep saying, well, how come we don't have all the facts? We don't have all the facts. Well, let's investigate it. No, but get us some facts. We don't want any facts about this. And the thing is, they don't care if the facts come out after he's confirmed. No, they don't care if he has an asterisk on him. They don't care. They don't care. And they don't care what they do to this woman either. They're making all these demands on her. You have to, testify then in this order, and this, you can't be allowed to do this, and she wants to speak after Kavanaugh, and they're like, nope, because we have to protect him. She wants an investigation. They don't want there to be an investigation. It's really weird. If you want to give a guy a lifetime appointment to something as, I don't know, as important as the Supreme Court, it seems like you would want more information. And even before these accusations came out, the Republicans did everything in their power to keep us from having information. Not just Democrats, us. And even if you are a conservative, you would want someone on the Supreme Court where you have all the answers for. I mean, they have traded in all their morals and principles to get what they want in the Supreme Court. It doesn't matter who the guy is, as long as he votes, to get strip abortion and just help big money funders for the Republicans, protect guns. So they don't care. They don't care about none of that. I knew that thing was going to buzz and go off while I was making my video. I just knew it. Sometimes we go 5 days, nobody does laundry, and then everybody does laundry over and over and over and over again, and it doesn't stop. The only reason it bothers me is because it's right outside my door. It was going last night, it was going again. And everybody thinks they have to do it twice. I dry their clothes twice. I guess how the fluffles out. Alright. This cartoon is doing okay also on the internet for being posted on a Saturday. Not bad. It has close to 500 shares on Facebook, which is really, really cool. My So What cartoon keeps getting posted by all these advocacy groups, whatever, like Occupy Democrats, and a bunch of other groups all over Facebook. They keep posting it, and it's getting thousands on top of thousands of shares, like 9,000 last time I looked at the Occupy Democrats. But they keep taking it, and they don't even mention my name. There's no link to my blog. There's no credit, and there's like 500 comments underneath it. And somebody would tell me, well, yeah, there's good exposure for you. But if you look at those 500 comments, none of those people commenting have anything to say about the creator of the cartoon. None of them ask or anything. Until one person will come along who's a friend of mine who will say something. So out of those 558 comments, there will be 2 people mentioning me, and one of them will be me. I just wish people on the internet, we're in this entire culture that everything is supposed to be free and we don't care, how we get it. But people got to understand though that that somebody does create this stuff. Somebody is trying to make a living, and I'm not asking for too much. How about a link? Just share the damn link. Make people come to my website to see the content. Some people complain that when they post my cartoon, it doesn't show the entire image if they do the link. That's kind of the idea. It makes people click the link so they go to the website. You know what happens if you go to my website? I get like a 1/10 of a penny. So, but eventually they add up. So, anyway, those pages just drive me nuts. All right, we need to do some shadows because I'll run out of time again. But we're like at 6 minutes now. All right, we're going to start with Arlo. Arlo, thanks for coming back. And we talk about the Muppet one. Bert and Ernie, are they gay? Are they straight? Are they just puppets? Arlo says, this makes me wonder what other Muppets are hiding. The Count isn't even American. Ha, ha, ha. No. And is Maria legal? Who's Maria? I don't know. I haven't watched Sesame Street in a really long time. You just know that there are parents out there who won't let their children watch SNL. Hope you talk about Sesame Street, not like the Nazi group. I think what Bert and Ernie do on their off time is their business. The only agenda I ever saw them have was counting, spelling, assuring, kindness, truth. And then I spell it out. I can see why deplorables would be against them. Yeah, exactly. It's also publicly funded, a good part. So that's another reason. Or at least it was. I think a lot of it went over to HBO now. And that's spelled out. See what people do. All right. On the side, why wouldn't you want to look into allegations of rape, no matter who it is? Besides Trump bragging about sexually assaulting women, other rapists might not be as proud. And some people tell me that this week, when I made that comment about Donald Trump says, how come people didn't report it with the sexual assault? And I'm like, well, was it reported every time you sexually assaulted somebody? And many conservatives told me, what proof do you have that he ever sexually assaulted somebody? And my reply was, his own words. He admitted it. He admits it, in addition to barging in on, young girls' locker rooms. Okay, Ariel says, what makes me angry is that the GOP isn't even trying to be subtle with their desires to get Kavanaugh on the bench because I think he'll be an ideal GOP operative. Operative is a key word there, Ariel, and you are correct. Republicans started to lose their subtlety, this whole party overall debacle, when they blocked most of Obama's work and refused to even hear from his Supreme Court nominee. I like the way you put that. They lost their subtlety in this whole party overall debacle. The way they blatantly barreling through Kavanaugh's confirmation process without withholding documents, refusing to hear from negative character witness, and demanding he be on the bench before November really makes me want to punch them in the throat. All right. Yeah, this whole rush, like, we waited a week, we can't wait anymore. No, you can wait. You proved us that you can wait. You proved that you can delay, and you proved that you're very, very good at it. So it really pisses me off that he's got to be on there before November. Because Republicans thought, 8 people on the Supreme Court is all we need till, we get somebody in here to approve, give us the guy that we want. So you can still wait. We need to find out more. And, and Arrow's talking about the puppet. The only elements of your Trump caricature that seem different than previous versions. IMO are the lengths of the hair and tie, and it looks way too skinny. And she put a lot of A into that way. You hear football in the background. Sorry about that. Football in a dryer. And Robert Coutinho says, I kind of think that Bert and Ernie are asexual, since most puppets do not have reproductive parts. Those ones in courts do. The ones that do are in police custody, and most avid watchers of Sesame Street have no idea how biological reproduction works. Probably, but at some point they... I don't know. I spent 30 minutes cross-hatching this cartoon. 30 minutes. I should have been paying more attention to it, because I actually kind of like watching this one. like this way this one came out because I kept it very, very simple, not a whole lot of art. And if you don't ever know what to do with the room, just throw one of those circle rugs on the floor. I think I used one a few weeks ago, or a few days ago. I don't remember. And Ariel says, I'm surprised Trump wasn't charged with crimes before he became president. He does some seriously shady stuff, but he always seemed to manage to keep his illegal activities on the civil court side of the court system. He wasn't charged with any crimes before he became president. It's because he's rich. That's why. He's very, 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 very rich. And he had other people do a lot of dirty work for him. Do you know, I hate to bring up a Hitler comparison, but there is not one sheet, not one piece of paper, no record of an order from Hitler about exterminating the Jews. We know Hitler ordered it. We know it was Hitler's program. He was all behind it, but he kept his name off it. There's nothing legally that has him ordering it. Because he had Bagman, pretty much. You had other guys doing all that crap. So, and this is pretty much how Trump operates. I mean, he's not sending people, to gas chambers. But for every little shady deal, try to get other people's name on it and stuff. And plus a lot of stuff that wasn't on paper. And I'm reading Fear. I'm like 150 pages in. It's like, and I look to see how deep I get, how slow I am with it. But I only started it yesterday. And I'm planning to do some more today. And it's, but it's only a 350 page book, so I don't really have that long to go. But I do want to get through it more, and I am discovering some things I did not know. There's some surprises in it, and maybe I'll cover those in another video soon. I don't know if I should put up spoilers though, because I really appreciate the Woodward and Elsa Walsh for sending it to me. So I don't know if I should ruin the book for people. But no, I don't think I'm going to hurt his sales much. It's like going off like gangbusters. And Ariel also said the number of sexual assault cases that aren't reported, I believe, is well above 50%. I haven't checked the data recently, but I'm sure it's most cases that aren't reported. I agree with you, Ariel. And the thing is, we won't ever really know that real percentage. And I have some experience with that myself, actually. And I'm not even a woman. So I imagine it's got to be, much, much worse. I've never gone into details of it. And it's not a repressed memory, but it's not something I spent a lot of time thinking about. But I remember it very, very well that, someone, they assaulted me. They didn't hurt me, but they did assault me when I was 16 years old, and it was an adult. And it lasted like less than 10 seconds, but memories last the rest of my life. And you know how many people I told? I still haven't really told anybody other than like this, and I think I mentioned it maybe in my blog. I haven't gone into details, but I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell anyone. And even when I stopped like trying to be around that person, nobody asked me why. It's just. So yeah, I totally. And why didn't I tell? Well, embarrassment, afraid, that people would blame me, that I put myself in the situation, or just not believe me at all. Or even think less of me for that happening to me, which is really, really stupid. It's a cartoon. And that's why people don't tell. And then there's several more reasons. But yeah, it's people don't tell for damn good reasons. And it's a lot. All right, thanks for coming by. And this is 234. 235 will be posted tomorrow afternoon. I'll be drawing again tonight. I have my subjects, but no idea yet. No idea. So, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. Thank you very much, and I will see you all tomorrow. I love you all for coming. Bye.